Patrick from Murphy's Gun Shop in Tucson, Arizona, and today we have 4 large lever guns. Starting with the Marlin 1895 and 4570, followed by a Winchester 94 and 450 Marlin. The next is going to be the Bighorn Armory 89, that's in 500 Smith and Wesson. And last, but certainly not least, is the Turnbull Thumper and 50 Alaskan. Now, we're gonna capture all the velocities and figure out the muzzle energy for everything here, and we did that by using our LabRadar. I've got to say, this is the coolest chronograph I've ever used, and it is precise. Now, these ammo ranges from a classic round used for over 150 years to the largest round you can use in a handgun. The Marlin 1895 and 4570 is what most people think of when you say you have a large lever gun. Originally made in 1895, this gun was produced with 6 different calibers. They were made from 1895 to 1917. They were reintroduced in 1972 as the new model 1895. The gun we have here today is a Marlin 1895 SBL. It has an 18-inch barrel and a Leopold 1.5 to 5 power scope. Chambered in the classic round, we have 4570. Originally introduced in 1873 with the Springfield trapdoor, today most people think of this round for defense against bears and dinosaurs. The original round was a 45 caliber bullet, 405 grains, coming out of the barrel at 1,350 feet per second. This bullet today we're going to be using is the Lever Revolution. It's a 325 grain bullet coming out of the muzzle at 3,000 feet per second, which means it has 2,750 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. Here we have the Winchester 94 Timber, carbine and 450 Marlin. Everyone knows about the Winchester 94. They've been around forever. The Winchester 94 is one of the most iconic rifles in American history, designed by John Moses Browning and released in 1894. It has been in continuous production for over 125 years, making it the longest produced rifle, period. This is a favorite among hunters, shooters, and collectors alike, and this gun has an 18-inch ported barrel with a set of factory XS sights. Here we have the 450 Marlin. Now, this was designed in 2000 by a collaboration between Marlin and Hornady. They wanted to make a cartridge that was on par with the hottest 4570 while making it safe to shoot. You cannot accidentally put this round into a 4570. They did this by adding a belt right to the very end. Now, it's a little longer than your standard belt, so it won't fit in cartridges like that as well. They did all that I just spoke about and more by giving it an extra 200 feet per second of velocity. This round today is the Lever Revolution 325 grain, and it's coming out of the barrel at 2,130 feet per second. And that means it has 3,275 foot-pounds of energy at muzzle. Next, we have the Bighorn Arms Model 89 Spike Driver. This gun is chambered in 500 Smith and Wesson. Lucky for me, it comes with the muzzle brake. When they went out to design a gun that will fit such a big handgun cartridge, they couldn't just use any action. The Winchester 92 is just too small, and the 86 Winchester is just too long to feed reliably. So they designed an action that's a little shorter, and they made it out of 17.4 stainless steel. That way you have the corrosion resistance and the strength you need. The gun we have here today has an 18.5-inch barrel with a 2-power scout scope on top. 500 Smith & Wesson was designed by Smith & Wesson and Corbon in 2003. They released it for SHOT Show. They wanted to find the biggest round they could fit in an X-frame revolver, and they did just that. The round we have here today is a double tap 400 grain hard cast bullet, and with that being said, it's coming out of the barrel at just about 2,000 feet per second, meaning it has 3,550 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. Lastly, we have the Thumper. This gun was converted by Turnbull Manufacturing. They are known for not only their excellent color casing, but restoration of firearms as well. This gun started life as a Browning 71 and was later converted to have this 16-inch rapid taper barrel and 50 Alaskan. It comes with a set of Lyman rear sights. 50 Alaskan is a huge round. Originally designed by Harold Jackson and Harold Fuller in Alaska in the 1950s, they were looking for a round they could give the guides. Not only can it kill a brown bear, but it can be used in Africa with the dangerous game. To do this, they took a .348 case, necked it up to a 510 bullet, and took a 50 BMG, cut it in half, and flipped it upside down and stuck it on there. They never recovered a single bullet. Today, we're gonna be shooting the HSM custom loaded ammo with a Kodiak 450 grain bonded bullet. Now, this round is gonna be coming out of that 16-inch barrel at 1,960 feet per second, which means it has about 3,900 foot-pounds of energy. So this gun is gonna keep me more than the rest for sure. Well, after shooting all 4 of these guns, I can tell you the 4570 doesn't kick that much. It's a great round and it's the easiest to get a hold of, but it's nothing compared to that last one. The 450 Marlin, love that thing. You definitely feel it has more kick even with that muzzle device. The 50 Alaskan had a little bit of an issue with feeding, but I know they have a specific ammo they require you to use. We didn't have any available, but this gun hardly kicked at all. I know it made a lot of energy, but it was pleasant to say the least. And the Thumper. That name says it all. This thing kicks, and I mean it hurts. After shooting all 12 rounds here, I know that one's gonna leave a bruise. Thanks for watching all this stuff, and we'll catch you next time.